My name is Dave Wonders. I'm here interviewing Allan Campbell. The topic now is going to be with his experience of all the students that he's been training for the last 3-4 years. What quality or what is it that he feels that the students that progress in a stable way and seem to absorb stuff quicker, learn quickest? What do you see, just in all honesty, what do you see, what attributes, what personality traits, what do they do? Explain what you see.
Yeah, what I notice is some guys have the ability to memorize everything very quickly. I say something one time and they remember. When I show them the line and I do some lead follow, first I show them the line, and then I videotape them a couple of laps, and I come in and I critique them on everything, and I tell them, well, you're going too wide here, you need to get your knee on top of the curb there. You go back out, they're right on it. Some guys, it takes them all day to learn a line. I'm not really sure why. I think some guys have more focus. Maybe they're not tired, maybe they're eating a better diet. Not drinking as much. Every little thing makes a big difference. This is a sport. So guys that are, typically I notice the guys that do have a really good memory are lean and mean and eating a really healthy diet, and they never drink, and those guys learn really fast. Yeah, I think that makes the biggest difference. Just being able to focus, really all athletes have that ability to really focus on just one thing, what they're doing.
So what would be your advice to some, any things that, exercises or something that people can over time maybe acquire, learn? Do you think somebody can learn to focus more? And if so, what's your advice, what might they do?
I really don't know. We got to talk to the doctor about that one.
But do you
but
think
also, the focus on the track is really important, and a lot of guys that just, whether you want to get faster or just have fun, taking the track a little more serious really can help with that. Not eating pepperoni pizzas and ice cream the night before actually makes a big difference. You really need to eat more like an athlete at least a couple days leading up to the track day, not going to the gym. Some guys don't go to the gym for a few days before the track day, so their body can rebuild and they have plenty of energy when they come to the track. Really good night's sleep, and just overall taking it more seriously, you'll get a lot more out of the day and a lot more out of your training. And listening to your instructors and working on things in the morning, backing way off, working on everything your instructors are having you do in the morning instead of just trying to go out there and haul ass. Working on things can be a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. Oh, one final question. You brought up the F word, fun. What do you think, how can people have the most fun? What's the blend of maybe focus, having fun? Some people get too serious and they quit having fun. They start chasing, they want to be first or this or that, and they just, as you've said before too, they look at their lap timer and they're happy until they look at their lap timer and they start shaking their head. So what suggestions do you have for people just to keep it fun? I mean, this is supposed to be something that we do, that we have fun. So what can they do to make sure they stay in balance with that?
Riding over your head and going as fast as you can all the time, that's not the only way to have fun, and that's usually a way to wind up hurt, running off the track, hurting somebody else. There's, really anything on two wheels is a lot of fun, and hitting your marks and getting a better, working on the drive out of a couple of corners. You can feel it without looking at your lap timer when you really hit a good drive out of a corner, when you really hit the apex of that corner good and get a drive. aiming for that crack that's a little closer to the edge of the track than you're used to going. All that can be very gratifying.
Mm-hmm.
And then outside of that, you know, just I think riding with friends is a lot of fun. You know?
Yeah.
I ride with friends of mine. It doesn't matter if we're a few seconds off each other's pace, because, you know, we're both working on things and we take turns being the leader. And that's really where you get better, is not just going out there and, you know, going fast and riding over your head. You get better by working on things.
That's actually a good point. I've never having a friend that you're kind of interacting with, you know, and maybe passing and leading. Maybe one last question. I don't know if you can grab this one or not, but what's the most fun, let's say, of all the things that you've done on a bike? But when did you have the two most enjoyable or exciting or peak experiences that you had while riding a motorcycle?
I guess I would just be riding with friends. You know, it's so much fun, especially when you have a friend with a different size bike. So if I'm on a leader bike and they're on a 600 or vice versa, well, leader bike does have a lot of advantages on the track, but then the 600 has a lot of advantages. So riding with somebody like that, you can really have a lot of fun, because the 600, the guy in the 600, especially if your lap times are similar, if I'm following a guy on the 600 that's, you know, running pretty much close to the same lap times as me, he's going through the corners a lot faster. He's getting on the gas a lot sooner. So he's kind of showing me where I'm weak, where I need to work on, and he'll pull away, and then I'll catch back up to him on the straights, you know, and we'll keep going, you know, getting further apart, getting back together, further apart, getting back together. And then after a few laps, you know, he'll take the inside line coming onto the straight, so then I just go around the outside and pass. And it's the same thing for him. He'll be catching up to me in the corners, working on his braking to catch up, and then I'll be pulling away on the straight. And that can be a lot of fun, especially for guys on a 600, you know, when you can catch up to a guy on 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
That's just like awesome.
Yeah. Well, Alan, thanks so much. Appreciate all your input and your suggestions and everything. I think this will be valuable to a lot
You're welcome, Dave.
A lot of people out there. Have a great day, buddy, and we'll see you next time.
That's for sure. Thank you, Dave.